This video is a no shirt video. I have to do laundry anyway. I'm running low on shirts, but whatever. I'm filming a fitness video, so it works out. The aesthetic body, pretty much the most desirable body type by both men and women. An aesthetic body is going to be the most attractive body that you can build, and it prioritizes these 6 muscles: traps, the shoulders, the chest, arms, abs, lats. When you build those 6 aesthetic muscles, your body gets that aesthetic look, the V-taper look. And that V-taper look for a man is, think of it like the hourglass shape for a woman. It's inherently attractive at first glance. Now, I hate to say it, first impressions are made immediately. They don't know your personality. They don't know anything about who you are, what you do, how much money you make. They just see your face, your body, through first impressions. So now let's learn about how to grow the 6 aesthetic traps. These muscles right here. People often refer to it as back or upper back. My traps are actually a little smaller than they usually are, so I gotta go and do some shrugs after I get done with this video. But anyway, traps. They add an extra dimension to your frame. They add an extra element of size to your frame, your overall structure. They make you look big through shirts. They make you look bigger than you actually are, because you're just like a mountain starting from your neck down. And then the rest of your body just hangs from the mountain that is your traps. My favorite way of doing traps to get them bigger, because I get this question a lot, is doing drop set shrugs. You work your way up to shrugging almost as much weight as you can. Rep out to failure. After you get to failure, take a little bit of weight off. Rep it out to failure again with no rest in between. Once you get to failure, take some more weight off, rep it out to failure again, all the way until you get down to the lightest weight that's on your equipment. And then you rep that out to failure again. Drop set shrugs, and not just regular shrugs, is gonna be insane. That's what's really gonna build your trap muscles. Doing it with wrist straps is gonna help immensely. Your grip strength will start to fail before you can finish a heavy set of drop set shrugs. And then you won't be able to finish the set, thus not being able to train your traps to their fullest. But if you have wrist straps, you're never gonna let go of the weight. You're just gonna shrug it until you can't physically shrug it anymore with your traps, because your hands are tied onto the bar. Next aesthetic muscle is shoulders. If you really want big shoulders, you gotta work all 3 heads: the front delt, the side delt, and the rear delt, because that's what's gonna give you that round boulder shoulder. Side delt, cable side lateral raises, offers resistance from the bottom to the top of the rep, and for the reps, rear delt flies. Now that is what's gonna make your frame have a massive appearance. A combination of traps and shoulders, not just one or the other. The upper chest. Now, chest in general is really what's gonna bring out your aesthetic look, but the upper chest is always gonna be the smallest part of your chest, and it's always gonna be the most lacking. And to grow the upper chest, you're gonna do incline press movements, setting the bench around a 45-degree angle. And to really bring this out, I like incline dumbbell chest press and then incline dumbbell chest flies. Implementing flies with your pressing movements for chest, that is what blows up the muscle, not just relying on pressing movements. Next one is your lat muscles, your back. And remember, this is an aesthetic body, so you want a wide frame, wide shoulders, wide back, V-taper look, narrow waist. When you hear people talk about having broad shoulders or broad shoulders look nice, it's really the back that makes the look, gives you the appearance of having broad shoulders, because your back is what creates the width, how wide your torso is. And then after your torso, your shoulders are an extension of your torso. If your back is narrow, your shoulders are also going to be narrow, because your back is not wide enough to make your shoulders stand out. There's all kind of ways to target lats, but my favorite way to really get them wide is the lat pull down, which again, using wrist straps for lat pull down in any back workout is going to prevent you from using a lot of your grip strength and being able to focus on pulling more with your lats, instead of having to rely on pulling it with your arms and your grip strength, which takes away from the back exercise. So again, wrist straps. And then the second way, which I wasn't a believer in, even though I heard people talk about it all the time, pull-ups and weighted pull-ups. That one, it gets your back wide. Include that in your workout and you'll see why everybody is always gonna tell you pull-ups is one of the #1 exercises for a big back and a wide back. And then most guys' favorite muscle on the body, at least some of the favorite muscles, is the abs. A lot of you always say, abs aren't made in the gym, abs are made in the kitchen. You just have to lose your body fat, shrink your waist, and you'll see your abs, no problem. Now, look at marathon runners. Marathon runners are skinny, but they're not jacked. They don't have muscle definition, even though they're skinny and they have no body fat, because all they do is run and cardio. Reducing your body fat percentage will make your abs show through, but to really get real abs, you also have to add in ab training, and not just body weighted ab exercises. My favorite ones being the decline ab crunch and then decline ab crunch with dumbbells, or the cable ab crunch. When you want big biceps, you don't do body weight bicep curls. Doing a bicep curl with no weight in your hand. You do a bicep curl with weight in your hand because you want big biceps. Apply that same logic to growing your ab muscles. Think of it that way. Of course, naturally, when you combine that with losing your body fat, shrinking your waist, that's gonna, again, contribute to that V-taper look that we've been discussing almost this entire video. And the next one to achieve that aesthetic look is arm muscles. Biceps and triceps. You can't just want big biceps and only work biceps to get big arms. Triceps have to be included in there, plus triceps are 2/3 of your arm muscles. This one is pretty obvious. Arm muscles are usually the first muscles that people see when they're wearing clothing, typically t-shirts, shirts, sleeveless shirts, even long sleeve shirts if your arm muscles are big enough. These are just as important as all the other muscles, but they were last on the list because this is the most obvious one, and the muscle that guys would go for first when it comes to working out. Now, those are the 6 most important muscles for the aesthetic look, but you just don't rely on only those muscles. You still need to train all of your other body parts. Your legs, you do want to train your legs, particularly squat. Squat is just, you may have heard this before, the king of all leg exercises. Also, squat is a big compound lift, and most compound lifts are going to be the best way in terms of any exercise that will increase your testosterone. The more testosterone you have, the more muscle you're going to build. Plus, you don't want skinny legs giving you that big upper body, small lower body look, because that's going to be the opposite of aesthetic. You got to even yourself out. Now I'm going to shift over to diet. There's a lot of reasons why people struggle to get lean and can never keep off their body fat. One of them is because of sugar. Sugar is almost like a drug. It's addicting. Anything sweet is always what tastes best. Sugar every once in a while is not bad. And if you're trying to work your way to get an aesthetic body, you're going to come at it from, depending on who you are, you're going to come at it from different places. If you're big, that aesthetic body is going to be you losing weight, which means you got to get in a calorie deficit, increase your protein intake, reduce sugar, alcohol, carbs if you eat those, increase healthy fats and healthy carbs. You don't have to eliminate carbs, but healthy carbs will not put weight on your body the way unhealthy carbs will, the way processed carbs and food will, the way carbs from sweets, desserts will. Healthy carbs will not put fat on your body. Trust me, I've done the experiments. I've done the trials and tests, and it just worked out. I almost was frustrated because when I started eating healthy, I couldn't get as big as I wanted to because I wasn't eating junk food. Every day of eating sugar, not gonna be good. If you're eating sugar because you're bored, which is a problem, I know, you gotta find some way to get over that. Find some other way to ease your boredom. Go work out, for example. That'll take care of your boredom. Thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel to see more videos. Until next time.